The vendor wouldn't be interested in seeing that. Gabriel can't bend the bars. He's too big to fit through them. And ooh, those spikes on top look sharp. Gabriel can't reach the drawing from where he is. What would the little boy do with that? That would be, at the very least, illegal.
Can't think of anything at the moment.
Okay, then.
Hello, are you selling doobie dogs or not?
The vendor ignores Gabriel entirely. The vendor wouldn't be interested in seeing that.
Mostly, my man.
It's you. God help me. Dang air conditioning must be on the blink.
Mosley's caught. His badge is in the front coat pocket. The coffee cup is empty.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
How about getting me some coffee?
No way. Enough is enough.
Please, 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 pretty please.
All right. Just shut the hell up. Some people are never satisfied.
I think I'll just borrow this badge.
Hey, what are you doing with my coat?
Nothing. I thought I saw something crawling on it.
Just drink this.
Thanks, tons. I mean it.
Okay, anything else?
Played any b-ball lately?
Does it look like it? I'm so out of shape I'd probably have a coronary just looking at a ball.
Yeah, I'm out of it too. We should play sometime, get back into shape.
Man, I'd love to, Knight. I'll let you know if things ever settle down.
Anything else new?
Just work. Sorry I don't have more time to chat, bud.
So how do you find anything in this office? It looks like a war zone in here.
Hey, I get my job done. I'm a detective, not Betty Crocker.
Are those new shoes? What are those, loafers? Kind of a mud-brown suede kind of thing?
Hey, I'm on my feet all day, all right? Is that okay with you?
Mostly. I'm being perfectly sincere.
Yeah, you and my grandmother. Right.
I'll let you get back to it.
Later, Knight.
The badge says Nolens Police Department and Detective Franklin Mosley. Gabriel is carrying Mosley's badge. The vendor wouldn't be interested in seeing that.
May I help you?
My name is Detective Mosley. I'm here on police business.
Really? How interesting. Wait here. I'll inform Miss Getty. Miss Getty will see you. Right this way. Miss Getty will be down shortly.
Thank you.
What can I do for you, Detective?
Undoubtedly proof that there is a God. Mind if I ask you a few questions, Miss Getty?
I assume that's what you're here for, Detective.
Can you tell me anything about what happened out at the lake?
I wish I could, but I've never seen or heard anything unusual at the lake, and I do spend quite a bit of time out there.
Tell me about yourself.
I suppose I don't really have a choice. What do you want to know, Detective?
Tell me about your family.
The Gettys? We're a very private family.
How many people are there in your family?
Well, my mother just passed away.
Oh, I am sorry.
So am I. She was a magnificent woman. We were very close. I was an only child.
And your father?
I never knew him.
It's hard to believe that any man would leave a woman like you, or like your mother must have been.
He did not leave, Detective. But that's really none of your concern.
I'm sorry. Go on.
There are, of course, other Gettys in the city. I have a large extended family.
I see. Do you have a career?
A career? Being the head of the Getty family is a 24-hour-a-day job. We have many holdings and many responsibilities, financial and otherwise. The management of our business affairs and properties leaves me with time for little else.
Poor little rich girl?
Believe it or not, Detective, wealth does have its price.
What kind of things interest you?
I don't have a lot of free time, but I do appreciate the arts. Opera, symphony, ballet, fine art. If you look around, you'll see that we collect African art, for example.
Yes, it's very beautiful.
It is, Detective. It means a great deal to me.
I wouldn't know where to begin.
As you wish, Detective.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I believe it's some sort of local holiday, but I don't know much about it.
What do you know about Marie Laveau?
I've heard of her, of course, but that's about it.
Do you know anything about snakes?
I'm no expert. I don't fear them like most people do.
Tell me about your life in New Orleans.
The Getty family came to New Orleans in 1800. We worked very hard to get where we are. On the other hand, we've done a lot for this community.
I can believe that. You're doing a lot for me right now. Do you have any idea what Cabri Sanko means?
No, I don't. What does it mean, Detective?
That's confidential information, ma'am. What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? Why would you want to know about that, Detective? It's rather silly, isn't it?
There's nothing silly about the voodoo murders.
But that voodoo is faked. That's what I've read in the papers.
That's what the papers say, all right.
But you're not convinced.
No, frankly, I'm not. The police department isn't known for its imagination.
Oh? Well, I can see that your imagination is considerable.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Animal masks? I don't know what you mean.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
The murders? Only what I read in the papers.
And what do you read in the papers?
I'm sure you know much more about it than I, Detective.
This is quite a place.
Thank you. It's been in the family a long time.
Done anything exciting lately?
I'm sorry, but I'm very busy. Can we get to the point?
Tell me about yourself.
What else do you want to know, Detective?
Do you have a husband, boyfriend?
I'm very independent, Detective. The women in my family have always preferred it that way.
So you've never been married?
No, and I never will be.
What about children?
Yes, that is likely. Someday.
I wouldn't know where to begin.
As you wish, Detective.
Excuse me, but your eyes are really distracting. I don't think I've ever seen a color quite like that brownish gold. It's so deep and rich. Man, if I could bottle that, I'd make a fortune.
Thank you, Detective. That's an interesting observation, though probably not relevant to your case.
A good detective never knows what might be relevant, Miss Getty.
Then you must be truly exceptional at your job.
Beautiful women. They must be relatives.
They are.
Beautiful women. They must be relatives.
They are.
Nice statue. I like it.
Thank you. It's The Rebellious Slave by Michelangelo.
Roses and gardenias give the air a sweet taint. The side table probably cost more than Gabriel's shop. Ming Dynasty, perhaps? The only thing Gabriel's likely to burn here is his bridges.
Modern art?
More or less. It's a Picasso.
Harvard classics. Homer, Virgil. Maybe Malia wouldn't be impressed by a signed copy of one of Gabriel's novels.
Does this mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Sorry.
Does this pattern look familiar to you?
No, I've never seen anything like it.
Okay, thanks. Does this pattern look familiar to you?
No, I've never seen anything like it.
Okay, thanks. Does this mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Sorry.
He'll have to get her to cooperate first.
Would you mind answering just a few more questions, ma'am?
Not at all.
I can't help noticing that you're in incredible shape, Miss Getty. Your legs are so strong. Do you work out at one of the clubs by the lake?
Well, Detective, I do enjoy physical activity.
Oh, me too.
Actually, I was referring to swimming and modern dance. I can't say that I do much exercising at the lake, though.
Ah, well, it was worth asking.
I think this has gone on long enough. You're not really a detective, are you?
Who, me? Well, I am on this case, Miss Getty.
I saw you at the lake yesterday. I thought you must be with the police since you were there, but you don't act like a police officer. Besides, I'm rather certain that the other man said his name was Mosley.
All right, you caught me. I'm not with the police. My name is Gabriel Knight. I'm a writer working with Detective Mosley on a book.
Well, Mr. Knight, now that we've established who you are, perhaps you can tell me the real reason you're here.
Well, I am researching the book, and I thought you might have seen or heard something at the lake.
I don't like liars, Mr. Knight.
Okay, you're right. I really just wanted to see you again. You can be mad at me if you want, but I swear I've never done anything like this before.
Mr. Knight, you've lied about your identity and wasted my time with meaningless questions. If it weren't vaguely flattering, I'd really be angry. You're lucky I don't call the real police. I think you should go, Mr. Knight.
Malia, wait. If you just give me a chance.
I've wasted enough time. I'll have Robert show you out. Robert? Show Mr. Knight out, please.
I most certainly will.
Thank you very much. I had a lovely time. Ah, shit. Hey, bud.
You!
Last time I looked.
Give me my badge, right now!
Oh, is that why you're so excited? If you knew what I needed it for, you...
I'm sure it was to impress a woman. You could have asked. Do you know how embarrassing it is to admit your badge was stolen? I had a photo with the chief, and he wanted me wearing it. I should lock you up, Knight.
I suppose you could. Seems to me, though, there was that time you borrowed my bike without mentioning it, right from in front of my shop.
Yeah, don't remind me. Just don't do it again.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Gabriel can't see a way to use that.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Ciao, baby.
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
Really? I forgot you were gone.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
I've got some things I need to do.
Good luck.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Could I ask you some more questions?
Of course. I also find our dialogue stimulating.
Does this mean anything to you?
I cannot say that it does.
Do these marks look familiar?
They look like the scribbling of a child to me.
Okay, thanks.
The voodoo shrine is filled with items that both fascinate Gabriel and also make his skin crawl.
Magenta moonbeam. Voodooian.
Gabriel can't see a way to use that.
They lend a certain psychotic ambiance, no?
A flyer advertising Magenta Moonbeam, a local voodooienne. Her parlor is on the corner of Orleans and Dauphine.
Goodbye, Dr. John.
Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
A sign on the front door of Magenta's home reads, "Attuning with the Spirit Realm," back on June 22nd.
Hey, Grace, here I am.
Oh boy, party time.
That doesn't seem to work that way.
See you later.
See ya.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
A flyer advertising Magenta Moonbeam, a local vaudouienne. Her parlor is on the corner of Orleans and Dauphine.
Does this mean anything to you?
I don't know anything about that at all.
Do you recognize this pattern?
Don't look familiar at all, monsieur.
Do you know anything about these crosses? I think there's some kind of code.
Look like a lot of hand tracks to me, man.
What would Gabriel do with that sign? He doesn't seem interested in that.
Hey, hey, hey.
Knight, come on in. Whew, it's hot in here.
That doesn't work that way.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
I'll let you get back to it.
Later, Knight.
Miss Geddy is busy, officer, and has instructed me to wish you good luck. That is all.
If you just tell her...
Goodbye, sir. Miss Geddy is busy, officer, and has instructed me to wish you good luck. That is all.
If you just tell her...
Goodbye, sir.
Looking at the series of crosses, Gabriel can't help but think they have a pattern and meaning he is not comprehending.
I'm sorry to bother you.
You got something to say, son?
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Sure. She was the voodoo queen of New Orleans, a powerful voodooienne and a powerful sorceress. Believers still come to her tomb, you know. They write secret marks on the walls, leave offerings. Then there's the tourists. They come out of curiosity. As a matter of fact, that big Dr. John fella from that voodoo museum, he's here at least once a day. But Marie Laveau's tomb isn't the only one the believers visit and make markings and leave offerings at.
You said there were other marked tombs?
Yep, I've seen bull hearts left on tombs and a nest of vulture feathers, plates of peas and congreve. Animal parts, human parts even, it look like. Male parts, if you get my meaning. And this is one of the great family crypts, mind you. Odd how them types just pick a spot and stick to it.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes? I see snakes around here all the time. Most of them aren't poisonous, of course. I don't mind snakes myself, but lots of folks are afraid of them.
Does this mean anything to you?
Sure, I see them marks all the time on the tombs. Don't know what they mean, though.